Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Tunche. Tunche. What an adorable animation. It is a roguelite beat-em-up, randomly with Hat Girl as a guest character. I was actually expecting them to have more guest characters from the indie games, but no, it's set in the Amazon rainforest, and there's a talking llama and spirits and a bunch of other things. It seems kind of neat. There aren't a whole lot of, like, side-scrolling beat-em-ups in the style of, like, Castle Crashers or Streets of Rage. At least that I know of. I guess there's a couple. There's like Rampage Knights, which I love to death. But this game's been kind of on my radar for a while because it has really lovely artwork and animation. It's a little dark, and I'm probably going to complain about that a little bit. Let's just get rolling. I technically did a trial run of this, but it went poorly, so we're just going to start from here. I have to be honest with you, I never used teleportation magic before. Not once in my life. Never learned it. Yeah. We just want to go hit stuff. I don't know, this is not the kind of game that I play for a plot. I think there's some interesting lore behind this, but I think it's mostly, like, kind of, video gamatized alt culture lore. I think there's a merit for that, but for this one, the gameplay is crucial, more so than most. And for whatever reason, it is time for us to beat the shit out of a ton of frogs. I absolutely adore the inclusion of Hat Girl in this, largely just because they did such a lovely job with it. Whoops. Like, her animations are smooth, you can see all of her hats represented as she attacks. I feel a bit bad for effectively just completely ignoring any and all of the... Ooh. I feel bad for ignoring any and all of the canon characters, the non-guest characters. But you know what, when it comes down to it, I gotta play my favorites. It's like if, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of good examples here. What is this one? Ooh, stylish grade is A or higher, chance of enemy being struck by lightning. Sounds good to me. I just barely made it up to A, so I might actually be able to leverage that for reasons. Oop. Ow. Okay, so the dodge does not actually preclude me from taking damage. Wait, what's the red orb? Is the red orb health? It is. Huh. I don't actually remember those being a thing in my trial run. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those weren't in the game. I don't like tutorials. I need to do a video on that at some point, why tutorials just make me intensely grouchy all the time. I mean, I think it should be obvious, but for one of them, one of the big things that I think I ran into even specifically with this was that the tutorial is very hand-holdy. Well, I got the lightning strike right at the end. You really cannot make any mistakes if you want to hit A. Okay. Bonus EXP, I'll take it. What was I gonna say? But yeah, the tutorial for this straight up was like missing features. Like those little health orbs. Ow. It is actually really hard to tell when an enemy is attacking me or not. Like, it's kind of clear if you're looking at them, but... I guess the real trick is just to not be in the thick of it. There we go. Yeah! Like, I land on the ground just as they're attacking, and I just eat some damage. But yeah, the tutorial for this was very handholdy, and was just lacking, was straight up just lacking the little healing orbs and mana orbs that drop from enemies. And, you know, any of the meta progression mechanics. I guess not that there were many of them that I would have even had access to. But still, I don't know. It's a thing. It's hard to balance, and I can understand why they'd want to pace it out. But I'd almost rather like a standalone... Whoop. That was weird. Those monkeys just come down to ace you. Okay, got him. But yeah, I think the enemies on the ground will just ready an attack when you're in the air, so you have to land. There we go. Tree boys have shields. Makes it difficult to work with. There we go. And there's the lightning. Just as there's no lightning. The way you move and attack seems to have an effect on the magic that surrounds us here. It's as if you're molding it somehow. And how it's condensed in that thingamajig. Maybe it'll be of use somehow. Entropy obtained. Stylish grade with which you end an enemy or boss encounter. It counts towards filling the entropy meter. The higher the grade, the more it'll fill. If 2 or more players remain undefeated at the end of an encounter, the stylish grade will be tallied and the average counted towards the entropy meter. It's shared between all players and can be used to acquire transmutations at camp through Ogi. Oh. Neat. I do like the various progression systems. It seems like there's a lot of different things that you can do. Like, as far as making a beat-em-up roguelite goes, one of the biggest issues is being bland. I guess would be the easiest way to put it. Oh, man, I didn't see that frog behind the environment. There we go. There we kind of go. Okay, I got that. Whoop. Yeah, you gotta kill the monkeys. There is no mercy for monkeys in this situation. I did not see that tree back there. Alright. No mercy for fools either. Okay. Beat the snot out of a tree. And I see 2 more of these guys, but I think they're both dead. No, tree is dead. Alright, cool. I'm maintaining A somewhat well here, but it's really hard to see enemies sometimes. They blend in the background a little bit, maybe too much. So that's a llama thing. I don't think I can do that. I need 50 gold to unlock any of his challenges. So I'm not even going to touch it. Tunche. Tunche. I do really appreciate the setting, though. Kind of the... a much more mystical variant of the Amazon. Not to say that I'm, like, bored of other settings, but it's just like, you know, fantasy, like, medieval fantasy stuff is pretty standard and well represented in gaming. And so it's kind of really fun when a game just puts you in a different location. I have no idea how much of this is actually, like, accurate to local myth and legend is the one thing. Because that's always kind of important, one way or another. It's like either full historical accuracy or at least, you know, enough that it's, you know, it's not, I want to say disrespectful or something like that. But let's be honest, it's kind of weird seeing like a lot of anime really go hard on, let's see. Nope. Lost the grade. Wow, you lose grade fast. There we go. Apparently you can go up to SSS for rank, but hell if I know how I'm gonna do that. Oh, we're not done yet. Ow. Welcome to Fogtown, apparently. Avoid that. Holy shit, that is quick. There we go. But yeah, seeing anime mess with, I guess, Western mythology forever has always been kind of equally really funny, but also kind of weird. And so I think for cultures that you don't see a whole lot, it's actually really important for me to see it either super accurately or wholly original. That is weird when it's it's inaccurate or, you know, just like an outright... I don't want to necessarily say, like, it's handled in a piss... What the hell? Why are we still fighting enemies? Thus far, I've never fought more than, one wave of dudes, and now I'm fighting just tons of these tree men. There we go. It is really hard to make sure I'm on the same lane as an enemy, which is unfortunate. How is he? Okay, now he's dead. That was a thing and a half. Were there, like, multiple flower patches, or no, that was just all it? Wild. Llama or more EXP? I could do the llama, but the llama is just challenges. This spirit can talk with different kinds of animals and even plants, but he prefers not to rely too much on their information because they make a lot of mistakes. They perceive things differently and communicate in convoluted ways, so information gets twisted. But this spirit knows they also lie. Like most living things, they aren't always truthful. Cool. There's a lot of frogs in this game. Are frogs like I mean, I guess you do have quite a lot of different frogs. Poison dart frogs and what? Ow. Stupid monkey. You can't dodge up or down. That's a problem? It's not a huge problem. But it makes it really difficult to dodge certain things like monkey attacks if they're on the same layer as you. Okay. Back up to A. It's surprisingly... it's easier than I thought to stay above the difficulty curve. Or not the difficulty curve, but get your combo back up. I even got up to S rank there. Good stuff. Okay, llama, shop, or whatever that is. Oh, I don't have any potion charges. Wait, did I use one by accident? I probably did. Oh, I can't change category here. That's unfortunate. Oh well. What is this? I have no idea. Time to go find out. Okay. Ooh. Pipes. I was hoping I could get behind and stun those frogs, but I could not. It's okay. Back off. Just try and make sure I'm always just herding them into my attack pattern. I don't think I have any of the cool combos. Oops. The camera angle straight up just did not have those tree guys visible. I mean, even now, like, it's kind of hard to see anything. I was talking about this in the beginning. The art for this game is incredibly cool looking. The big issue really boils down to it's so dark all the time that almost all of these enemies blend in with the entirety of the environment. And it makes it surprisingly difficult to, like, figure out where certain enemies are, especially if you're focused on a group or a particularly big group of enemies, or something to that extent. Oh, we can die on the ground. It's not aware of that. Let's see. Nope. There we go. I was really hoping there would be more interesting roguelike upgrades too. That's the one other thing. Yeah, I've got the... There we go. Got lucky on that. There we go. This camera angle, I know it can give me more room than it does. But I guess it doesn't want me to have just kind of the whole environment to just run around in. Well, is what it is. But one of the big joys for me with roguelikes are different power-ups and upgrades that you can get over the course of gameplay that really change how you play, how you attack various things. And so I'm always looking for that whenever I play a new roguelike of any variety. Okay, Interlink. While your stylish grade is A or higher, basic melee attacks against enemies will create a ray that'll hit another one in range. Yeah. Oh! Spiritual cores can be purchased in each of the world areas. Oh, looks like I might actually be able to stack multiple of those. And it's time for a boss. Alright. I mean, Interlink sounds pretty freaking rad. And time for the toothsome Sloth. I wonder if there's different bosses for each of the worlds or if it's always just one. Hopefully they have some lateral variety. I'm too tough to be killed. So, big stinker on this one. If you notice, he does the poison blast, but there's also thorns that spawn out of his. I'm gonna wait. There we go. I have to make sure I don't knock him down specifically. Oh, come on. This guy's huge. Why does he have such little vertical hitbox? There's no way I'm getting a combo meter on this one. It's okay. We're on to phase 2 already, which is frankly horrifying. Dude's got a mouth belly. That move got me before on the first run. I'm also noticing, so I'm playing this solo this time. This game is co-op. I don't know how many players can play it multiplayer. But playing this solo drastically reduces his health. I actually feel like I have a chance here. Playing this solo right from the start is rough. Or not solo. Playing a multiplayer right from the start is rough. Because it seems like you have more enemies to contend with, and they might have more HP too. Okay. Almost there. I'm not even thinking about a grade ranking here. I just want to... I wish you could interrupt that one. Because, yeah, I did... Oh, what the hell? You serious? Oh, I see. Oh, boy, it hurts. Okay, at least that doesn't hurt me. There we go. Take him down. Yeah, the unfortunate part is my special abilities, you know, hey, if you are ranked above, if you have like a stylish rank of like A or B or whatever, you'll get like a lightning move or something. Yeah, I don't get that in boss fights. I am effectively as vanilla as you get. Oh, you kidding me? I'm digging the animation on this. This is very indivisible levels of, like, visual acuity. Colossus Mapengari defeated. And, like, realistically, It wasn't bad. New skills added to the skill tree. Bestial vitality and bestial ferocity. Oh, neat. Well done. People will speak of this for years to come. Huh? Ogie, not sure what you mean. Mapangari is strong, but not stronger than Tunche. In any case, this is the first challenge, and if Tunche is involved, then we can only expect so much worse. Tread carefully, we don't know what else lies ahead. Grab the hoop. And onwards to a shop. Yeah, I didn't even have to use a healing potion on that one. Good stuff. Puerto Providencia. Alright. Hello, friend. Be truthful and tell the spirit if you plan to continue exploring. Huh? Trust is important for this spirit. Maybe if he tells you why, you'll understand him. This spirit came into existence in the waters of the Amazon, like many others, but his freedom was cut short not long after. An evil shaman bound him to Shanai Timpishka, where he served this cruel master for almost a human lifetime. This spirit endured things no living being should, even contemplated non-existence. But thankfully, it never came to that. Oh. Ha. Thanks for listening, friend. The spirit hopes you can now understand why trust matters. Water spirit not talk much with Ogie. He must stay there in silence. Maybe he intimidated by good old Ogie. Ogie story tutorial. Pay the amount of gold pieces to buy any of the spiritual cores shown. Only cores that you and your allies have equipped before will appear on this list. Every time you buy a core, prices for the other ones on the list will increase, only going down again when you find Ogie at a later time. Okay, so we can do spiritual cores. So I could get the slow ability, which is an option. But I already have these equipped. 40 coins for that. Wait. Did I use my potion? I must have. Well, do I grab the slow anyway? Sure. Oh yeah, whenever you hit an enemy with a magic attack or a power attack. What's a power attack? Ogie happy you have shiny trinket now. Ogie happy you more powerful. Huh? Ogie like gold very, very much. But Ogie not keep it. Trinket need gold to work again. Nothing more. Huh? No. Ogie not so powerful. Ogie only helped Trinket back to life. Ogie never lie. Trust Ogie. I must have used my healing potion at some point in that fight, just moving. Because it's bound to clicking in the left stick, which, like, I am absolutely bound to do just trying to move. Transmutations now available for purchase. Well, a little late for that. Well, look at that. Living, breathing people. And Sacha said I would only find corpses. Do you send you looking for me? Because there's nothing of use at the village, and I'm actually on my way back. Huh? You could say I was feeling nostalgic. Puerto Providencia was my home. A few weeks ago it was destroyed by a malicious dolphin. Me, Kaori, and Sacha managed to survive the attack and escape, but many others didn't. Some were killed and some... Mishki, please come back already. That area is still too dangerous. Kaori, is that you? How are you speaking to us all the way from camp? I've established a magical link with our friend here and with all of her group. We can communicate as if we were all in the same place. Really? I don't remember you having that sort of power before. Is there anything else I should know, old friend? We'll discuss it later. Ah, yes. Yes, we will. As for you, Hat Kid, look me up once you're back at camp. You and your group might be able to help me with something. Oh, and I almost forgot. I found a message among the debris. It's from Ukumari. Huh? It's my son. He's been missing since before these problems with the Tunche started. Funny you say that. According to the message, Ukumari is looking for Tunche. I'm not one to jump to conclusions, but at this point, we know nothing. We already know a lot, don't... That's enough from you, Mishki. Please, Guaguas. Guaguas. If you find Ukumari out there, bring him to me. Yes, bring him back. We got questions for him. Message obtained. Collect all and determine what happened to Ukumari. That's a freaky goat thing. Oh, is it like a Chupacabra deal? No, probably not. Read them in Mishki's Everything Compendium. But I want to go... I want to hit stuff. Plot is good and all. But have you ever heard of just beasting frogs into oblivion? Because there's something truly magical. Oh gosh, fish! What? Oh, god damn it. So they have like a light charge attack that is not well telegraphed. Or it is. Okay. I'm just gonna wail on them. Ah, the fish creatures are... There we go. Oh no, that was the end of it. Hello! That's just that. And more EXP. More fish. And once again, absolutely adore the artwork. Wish the gameplay was a little deeper. Oh gosh, Toucan Sam had a bit of a dark period. Dude has decided that just oh god, oh that's the slowing effect. Okay, so I can just delete them from existence. Okay. There's A. Unfortunately, a number of my enemies are not lined up particularly well. Makes it really difficult to pull off some of these combos. I really wish there was like a down juggle. One of my favorite things to do in Castle Crashers was to, you could like press Y while I think you're in mid-air to like bounce them off of the ground and then back up, and you could potentially air juggle people indefinitely. It was really satisfying. I enjoyed it a lot. Money, or whatever the heck this is. Clearly whatever the heck that is. Just to see. I wish I did more damage for how tough a lot of these enemies are. Like, they die relatively quickly, but so much of it is just me wailing on them endlessly. Stray hit because I landed wrong. It is actually not that hard to get up back to A ranking. Jesus. There's so many enemies. I'm very glad I got this kind of chain lightning move. The lightning strike one is decent too, but the chain lightning one seems to actually facilitate me being able to clear my way through stuff a lot faster. Orb gives me extra protective shield that gives you hit points. Neat. That's actually really big. Just gonna go with this. I don't necessarily know where I'm going. That's such an adorable animation. Okay. So this bird is a jerk and needs to die. Holy shit. So whatever this bird is beefy as shit. I cannot tell what's going on. The unfortunate part is I'm fighting a lot of enemies here, but it's like I'm fighting volume more than actually foes. And it's just more keeping an eye on if there's like a telegraph aiming my direction. I don't know. I haven't exactly played a whole lot of side-scroller, brawler, beat-em-up kind of games. Well, my shield is gone. Oh, is that shield just like a one and done and gone for good? I think it is. Shoot. Squandered it. It's okay. Coinage or EXP? I'm just up for whatever. Nope. New weird log enemy. Ow. That's not much of a telegraph at all. Oh, it's a fish. It's like a weird log fish. Ow. 30 damage. Holy shit, they are not giving me enough HP to immediately deal with that kind of oompage. And there's a bunch of them now. I don't know. It's fine. No, it's not. Well, I tried dodging. I know I had a health potion, but 30 damage. I'm bringing you back to camp. Don't worry. I think really the thing is I need that meta progression to actually have a smoother experience here. And until I get that, things are going to be tough. Alright, I admit, I'm impressed. There's a new skill I can teach you if you defeated Mapingari. Seems to have unlocked some inner potential, which leads me to believe defeating other magical creatures will have the same effect. Okay. Here we go. Increases your max HP and mana by 100. Base attack by 15%. Yeah, that would help. I mean, a lot of these would help, frankly. So gain the ability to send airborne enemies down to the ground with A? I'm confused by that. Slam into the ground, damaging nearby enemies. The longer you hold the button, the more damage you deal. Recover after being thrown in the air. Time Stomp, skill variant, but also temporarily paralyzing enemies you pass through. And Dive Punch. We also have Whack, which is combo finisher 1. Umbrella attack that knocks down enemies. The homing attack. And there's a straight up beam attack, but I've got to spend a lot on it. We also have an explosive vial. But that would be like all of my essence. I really wish they gave you more essence or something. And there's also the scooter attack. I am not sure which of these is worth it, because the extra HP and damage is good. The combo finishers especially. Especially the beam. Shoots a powerful beam of energy that knocks down enemies and does repeat damage. I mean, this alone would do obscene things to foes. And the big problem is I can't afford it. There's also the hook shot, but that's tougher. There's explosive vial. We also have air combo related moves, but I think I'm gonna invest in these. I just wish I had enough for the beam. That's okay. I also have more essence things that I can spend on. Oh, transmutation. To acquire transmutations allow you alter rooms at certain game locations. Oh. For upgrades, transmutations. So this unlocks different rooms. So Healing Fountain in the Amazon Trail, Puerto Providencia, Temple of the Cat, Tunche's Domain, and then Resto's Shrines. Yeah, Restoration Shrines. Increase your portable transmutation slots by 1. Allows you to tinker with the most portals. So the next room you enter contains a Resto Shrine. Okay, and then... Oh, this is a different currency, not essence. That's good, actually. So shield bar adds up to your max HP and protects you from a set amount of damage. They can't be regained, and once depleted, the core is destroyed. That's okay. I liked Interlink. One energy ray... After the energy ray hits an enemy, it jumps to a third one. Why do I have to do this one bit at a time? I guess it's so I can piecemeal fund it. But it seems like Interlink is incredibly good for just wiping out whole swaths of enemies. Yeah, chance for a line of energy to burst out into the fourth enemy hit. Yeah, just absolute AoE nonsense. Obviously, I could only reliably get that after a boss, but even then, that's still useful. We weren't properly introduced. My name's Miski. I don't think I mentioned it before, but I'm a researcher. I study everything and anything and everything, especially secrets of the Amazon. Right now I'm drawing a few blanks about these critters that infest our jungle, and more importantly about Tunche. So that's where you come in. Since you're going deeper into the jungle anyway, can you give me a few things I need? Great. I'll study everything you bring and write notes on it in my compendium. You can even read it if you want. Maybe it'll help you. Anyway, that's all I want to say. Run along now. Cool. Just get stuff. So yeah, I just have to beat things. Alright, this is neat. I think once I get some more meta upgrades, it'll be a little easier. This definitely doesn't feel like the kind of roguelite where you can beat it on one run comfortably. The enemies were just getting a little too tough and a little too numerous and a little too damaging. And I needed... God, that dance animation is adorable. Look at it. But I needed just more stuff to be able to properly cope. But it is what it is. Anyway, so Tunche is available now on Steam, came out today. It has... Does it have online co-op? I know... no. Okay, so it's full local co-op. I think up to 4 players. I mean, there's a bunch of different characters. Nope, up to 3. That makes sense. 4 players would probably make enemies a fair bit harder, which is kind of hard to work with. And is Tunche Arena still available? That's the other question. Because I know they had like an arena mode that you could maybe play to try this game out yourselves. But I'm not sure if it's still there. Shoot. I don't think so. I think they might have gotten rid of Tunche Arena. Oh, either way, it's a charming game. I love the art. I love the animations. I think it's one of those that the grind wall is a bit of a fun tax that once you've gotten over that and, you know, unlocked a number of abilities and upgraded a number of things, then you can truly have fun. And then otherwise the initial runs are going to be a little bit more hair pulling, question mark. They're going to be a lot more challenging and a lot more like touch and go. But once you get past that threshold, then it gets a lot easier. Personally, I don't necessarily like that specific style. You know, I'd prefer that you'd almost get rid of meta progression entirely, or keep meta progression as a like, well, you can beat it on the first run, but the meta progression makes it progressively a little easier, or just gives you a lot of lateral options. I think that's always the best way to do it for me. It's like, oh, you've unlocked the new ability that is, yes, objectively better, but, you know, wasn't necessary to win to begin with. But with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, hit subscribe because I've got tons of them to play. And yeah, they're pretty cool. So with all that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm just gonna keep that in. Why not?